All right, so in this video, I am going to show you how to create a GoHighLevel snapshot for any business in any industry and make 100K selling it. So in the past 6 years, I have been working in the real estate industry and building systems, automation, and paid ads acquisition systems. And I've sold those as services to real estate agents. And now I'm primarily working with real estate investors. So what I'm going to be showing you is, number one, how do you actually break down, right, an entire business and create a new proof of concept within a few hours that you could sell as a snapshot so you could make recurring income as well as one-off income by just selling the snapshot, right? So if you're not familiar with GoHighLevel, GoHighLevel is an all-in-one sales and marketing platform, and you can basically turn all of these individual or raw materials, right, like landing pages, calendar pages, thank you pages, SMS and email templates into a box, and you can kind of box it up and snapshot it, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how do you go into any industry, right? If you're brand new to creating your own SaaS business, how do you go into any industry and literally create a proven proof of concept like fast, right? Without doing all this work and sending all these messages. How do you just skip all the steps of like waiting to see if your thing works and basically getting something that's proven to work that you can go out there to sell? And if you are a real estate, agent watching this content, you're going to want to, stick around because basically I have all these systems for you as a real estate agent. And if you want to, partner with me on this type of a system, you can do that, right? So how do we create a snapshot for any business? So we got to pick our niche, break it down like Legos. We got to use the Facebook ad library. So basically this will enable us to see what type of systems are working at scale, okay? How do we find a page with a lot of ads running and a consistent theme so we know it's a proven concept? And then 5, how do we model their processes? We're going to stick to a 3-step funnel. I'm going to show you how to model the surveys, the follow-ups, and the basic pipeline stages, and how to create basic automation to notify clients, and how do you build some custom value so you avoid manual labor. And 12, always do your best. Okay, so basically we're going to go into a brand new industry, create a totally valuable, like well-rounded snapshot, and I'm going to show you how to do it in step-by-step forensic detail, okay? And if you want this snapshot at the end of this video, or you want any of these cheat sheets, you can partner with me, and all the content you're going to be seeing on my YouTube, I'm giving to all of my affiliates and all of my partners, okay? So themes for today: don't reinvent the wheel, good artists copy, great artists steal, and complexity is the enemy of execution. So I broke down what a snapshot looks like in my mind, okay? Keep in mind, these are not going to be like super advanced, right? Really, the idea here is how do we develop some proven ad templates that are copy-paste? How do we create a basic little funnel system? How do we get some automated SMS and email, voicemail drops, some automated tasks, make sure that the leads get added to a pipeline? And then how do we notify our clients and put in some custom value so we don't have to change every part of the system, okay? So it's really that simple. And these are all the raw materials that would make up a snapshot anyway. Really, when snapshots become potentially more valuable or increasingly complex is when these things get more advanced. So you could have one sequence here, and then you could have, like in my systems, I have a phase 2 of follow-up, then I have a phase 3, and you can just basically, just duplicate these whole things out, right? And that's really the only difference from most snapshots. Like, there's some other automations you could obviously build, but these are like the 80-20 things that are going to be valuable to potential customers and people that you would be helping, okay? So let's actually do it, okay? I'm going to actually show you how to do it, okay? So the first step, right, is to create a GoHighLevel sub account. So I have this whole cheat sheet I built basically on how to do this stuff so you're not reinventing the wheel. You understand what everything is and everything's all linked. So you're not like, okay, what am I doing, okay? So I'm not going to go straight through this because I already know how to do this, and I'm just going to kind of get to the heart of the matter, okay? So basically, we're going to go into our GoHighLevel, click Create a Blank Snapshot, and then we're going to do Add Account Manually. And obviously, if you have SaaS mode, this is a different process because the lead would be signing up. But for the beginners and people that want to learn, it's best to understand how to kind of do everything at least a few times, and then once you're done with it, then obviously you don't have to do it again. So let's just call this, we're gonna call this the 100K snapshot. So snapshot demo. Okay, so basically what we're doing here is we are creating the account, right? And then we're creating the basically the customer's name, right? So we're going to do 100K snapshot, 123 ABC Street. Let's do Los Angeles. And then we're going to do the United States, California, and then 90210, some Beverly Hills. And then there's a little number, and then time zone is going to be Pacific, okay? Los Angeles. So now we just created our snapshot, okay? And so, or not our snapshot, we created our account. So basically with a snapshot, right, I could snapshot like everything that's in this account, which right now is basically blank. And then that's something I can install infinite amount of times. So right now if you're starting with high level, this is what you start with, right? You have your, you can access like these pre-built templates and automations and stuff, but it's not really cohesive, right? It's just out there. How do you actually get a proven system into this account, do it fast, and then how do you basically go out there and sell it, right? So now we got to follow the process. Okay, so let's pick a niche. So in this example, let's pick solar. Okay, so I've never done solar before. I've never built a solar system or anything like a solar system. I've never built any sort of solar GoHighLevel systems, right? So this is brand new for me. And I'm going to show you how to, break it down, right? And then we're going to use the ad library. So my niche is going to be solar. Okay, and then the offer is we're gonna find what the offer is from the ad library, because that's gonna show us what ads people are running so that we can model those. So we're gonna come here, go to Facebook ad library, and we're gonna click on this. Okay, and then give me 1 minute. Okay, so then now what you're gonna do is click on all ads, and then you're just gonna type in solar, okay? And we're going to start using these keywords to basically find, proven ads that are running, okay? So if you were wanting to look for, real estate, you can change this to the housing category and then, type in real estate, realtor. I'll show you there's more than just, one keyword here that we're going to use. But basically, what we're looking for, right, is these three things. So our first job is to get the ad templates. Okay, so what we're looking for is a similar theme of multiple of the same type of ad. So what do I mean? So here's Oregon. So here's a key. I'm kind of I've done this so many times, right? So I know what to look for. But basically, if there's a page called Oregon Solar Network, right, you can see here, we can go to view ads, and they have 4 ads. Okay, so this usually isn't enough ads for me to say that this is a proven model. Okay, we want ideally 25, 50 is even better, because basically the more ads and the longer they've been running, the more likely they are to be a proven concept with a lot of ad spend behind them. So what I would do just in my research phase is I would say, okay, Oregon Solar Network. So let me try and type in a different state. So let me try California Solar Network. And look, we have a same page with the same type of logo. So maybe let's type in Arizona. So what we're looking for, right? No, so there's nothing here. Let's try Texas. And then if there's not one after Texas, let's do Florida. And let's see if any of these pop up. So I may need to change this to credit. So let's try that. No, so nothing's here. So then this would not qualify as a proven concept in my book because there's only 4 ads in one state. Even though they look similar, I would like to see this in all of those other states and a lot more ads. And I would say, wow, this is probably a proven ad template. Okay, so now we're going to go out here and keep looking, okay? So Solar Guru, so let's see how many ads they have. So 71, okay? So this is getting good. So these are inactive, these are inactive. But let's see, okay, so this may be kind of a proven template. I'll show you like as we go, right, what exactly I want to be looking for. But this is better because there's more ads. Okay, so still didn't pass my test personally. So we're looking for these ads that are almost look the exact same. So let's see what this has. Solar Survival Guide, 47 results. These are in Spanish. Okay, so we have this as a theme. So this woman's on multiple ads. So this may be, you know, something to consider, right? But like I said, we are looking for a very blatant, obvious, like type of ad, okay? That's almost the exact same. So we keep going here. So let's see. So solar, let's try solar. No, okay, keep going. And we're going to find something for sure where you'll see. Okay, so this, let's see what this is. Local news and deals. Okay, so local news and deals. View ads. 150, okay? So this is getting into that territory because if you look at the copy, the copy is the same for a lot of these. Keep going. Okay, so you could kind of see the theme here, okay? That's a theme. Yep. Okay, so here we go. Here, now we're starting to find this. See, there it is. Okay, so for the sake of, you know, keeping the video simple and not going too in depth, let's use this as a model, okay? So this is going to be our ad template. So I'm going to go to my little folder here that I made before the, you know, before this call or before this YouTube. So we have our ad template. So let's just go here and we're going to put our document and we're just going to call this ad template number 1. And we can just say add templates and then just move this to the middle. And then basically this is our model. Okay. So remember, we're not copying here. We're just getting the model. Okay. So for example, let's see. So you can see there's this template. Okay. So this is template 1 technically. Boom. Okay. And then we have our headline. So our headline is going to be this right here. So this goes here, headline, and then we want to just clear this formatting, and we can remove the, you know, this. So now we have, okay, there we go. Remove the underline. Okay, so now we've got the primary text is what this is called. So primary text. Now we've got the headline. And then it's trying to, okay, there we go. And then we got the button. So this will just be learn more. And there's our first template. And now we just need the image, okay? So you can just come here, you know, just screenshot. Oops. So I would screenshot like this. Sorry. Like that. Okay. So remember, we're just gathering materials here. Okay. So we're not like copying this or going out and like stealing this. Okay. We're gathering basically our marketing hypothesis. Okay. So we're coming here. How do I move this? There we go. Okay. So there's like the first hypothesis, right? That if we run this ad, right, with this headline and this button and this type of image, we'll probably get leads, right? That's the hypothesis, okay? So you would want to do this probably 10 times, if not more, if you're starting out kind of figuring this out, right? I don't want to do all 10 right here on this video because this is good enough for the demonstration. So the idea though is that as you do this more and more times, you're going to start to become kind of like a computer algorithm of like, this is going to work, this isn't going to work. Like I could tell in real estate, right? I know within a few seconds like why an ad isn't going to work, right? It could be the image, could be the copy, could be the emojis, could be the headline, could be the placements, right? So the more you study this type of stuff, you'll start to see, you know, what is working and what isn't working, okay? So these are other images you would want to, you know, model and put into your template worksheet. That way you leave kind of this video with like 10 templates to potentially go out and model, okay? And then basically, let's say you go out, get a solar client, then what's going to happen is you now have like 10 or 20 things to like test versus imagine you go get a client, you don't know what to do, you're gambling, you're trying to figure out what to do, it's not working, you lose the client, right? Versus with this, you could go to someone and say, hey, look, these are my 10, you know, templates, these are my hypotheses, right, that I have about the market. And you don't have to tell them you don't have any experience, you know, but I'm very transparent. So, I mean, this is a very logical way to approach it. Like, here's 10 proven ads that have been running all across the country for, you know, weeks and weeks on end. And I mean, if you go back really far, when you find a winning page, you'll see, I mean, this one's been running for almost going to be 3 months. So if you go to someone and say, hey, you know, there's somebody running ads for 2.5 months and this is what it says, then basically, you know, you're going to have like, it makes sense, right, to somebody. So that's what you would do. That's what I'd recommend doing is like putting in, you know, 10 of these probably for practice. So that's the first part here. So we now have our templates basically. So now we need to model the funnel system. And what I recommend is I recommend sticking to a 3-step funnel. Okay. I've done all kinds of different funnels and it's the most simple. You would have like a survey page here on the landing page, a calendar, and a thank you. Anything more than that, like with video, requires the client potentially, and there's just all these other variables. Whereas in this case, you have a proven ad, you're taking people to a landing page, right, with a calendar, and then a thank you, and you can just disqualify or qualify the leads off the survey versus having to go out and make a video, okay? So that's our next step in the process is modeling the funnel system. So what you're going to do is once you found, right, the proven ad, you want to find the same thing in terms of the funnel. So let's just say we click on this ad, and then we click on this ad, and then we click on, you know, the same ad in another area. Are they the same? So boom, boom, boom. Look at that. 3 of the exact same funnel, 3 of the exact same ad, and maybe this funnel is even going there. Boom. So check that out, guys. And even better, this is on GoHighLevel. So there's proof right there. So basically, we just found like 70 proven ads, right, without any ad spend, and 150 ads without any ad spend. We found the images, right, and we found the landing page now. So, and we see that the funnel system is not just on one ad. If there were a bunch of different systems and funnels, then I would say, okay, like we need to find a better funnel system because this one's just running one time. So I can close these because they're all the same, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second part of our folder, which is the funnel system. And like I said, I recommend the 3-step funnel. So we're going to go here to funnel system. And we are just going to go down here and we're just going to make this like this. So what I like doing is I like screenshotting. So this is going to be, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. So we're going to go here. I obviously wouldn't be in the screenshot, but just for the sake of doing the video, I'm going to put it in. So there's page 1. So we're going to do page 1. And then I like to link it, okay, because, you know, assuming this stays active, you can always visit it, right, and model it in more detail. But I do recommend, right, screenshotting all of the funnel page, because let's just say, for example, they turn off ads for a day or whatever the scenario is. You know, if you hadn't screenshotted it, right, then you basically have to go out and do it again. So I would, if the ads have been running for a period of time, then I would definitely, you know, like screenshot all of it so you can basically, you know, have all the copy. And if you want to, you can even do this. And like I said, we're not going to, by the way, I never have this many tabs open. So I'm a little like, whoa. Only when I'm streaming for you guys. But basically, let's go here and let's just do page copy. And we're, like I said, you're not going to copy this, right? We're going to reference it and we're going to make it our own, okay? And then this goes down here. And that way you have all this stuff without having to go and redo it. So I can show you how to basically build this, okay? So there's page 1, there's the link, and there's that. And that's pretty much all we need for that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to model these questions. So we're going to come here and we're going to do this. So we're going to go here to survey and we're going to just reformat this. And then there we go, question 1. Okay, so now you got to answer it. So what is your average monthly? Okay, so I'm going to do 150. Do you own your own home? All right. Boom. So you guys, I mean, I'm telling you, this training is literally worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars, because not only am I showing you how to do it like in forensic detail, I'm going to build it for you guys on this video is probably going to be pretty long, but you literally can go to a client and I'm telling you, you could sell this snapshot for like $100 just to buy it, right? Then they do reoccurring for $100, $200 a month. Or you could go and sell this as a high ticket service for $2,000 a month. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm showing you everything here. So subscribe if you like it. So yes, I own my own home. And then what type of home do you own? So let's go here. Question 1. So this is basically how I've done all of my projects. Like, okay, who's out there doing it, right? That way I don't have to reinvent the wheel. And then how do I make it my own, make it better, make the copy better, make the video ads better, right? Like these people aren't running video ads, so I would probably, or there's a video ad. But basically you can make this totally your own without, you're just modeling the frame. You're getting an idea of the structure, getting an idea of the structure of this, and you make it your own. It's what everyone does with everything. Like, you think when someone's going to go out and build a building, you know, they say, okay, let's just totally start from scratch, act like we know nothing, and let's just pretend to like figure out how to Like, let's just pretend we know nothing and let's see if we can come up with a new way to build a building that's never been done before. It makes no sense. You want to stand on, the shoulders of giants, and like these people are already spending a ton of money on ads. They've already dialed in the questions. So we can make this our own, and it's in no way, it's in full integrity. You'll see by the end of this video, it's a totally different type of system, okay? Oops, so is your credit score over 650? Yes. So usually what you want to do is you want to click on the questions that you think will quote unquote qualify you, because sometimes they disqualify you and then you can't see the question. So I am going to have to fill out this info here. Thankfully, it doesn't cost them anything because I clicked from the ad library. So, you can put in info here, fake info, and then submit it, and then you can see the next step. And I'm doing this for you guys, okay? So at this point, I pretty much know the structure, right? That's why I said, stick to a 3-step funnel, which is what I'm assuming this is going to be too. It's pretty much the best one to do for services because the client doesn't have to do anything. So lastly here, question 5 is first name, last name, email, phone number, okay? So here we go. So this is all on page 1. So I got the image, right? So I can model this. I got the page copy. I got the bottom header, I got the survey, I got all the questions, and then now I got to put in info. So I'm going to pause because sometimes it autofills. Okay, cool. So I just put in some fake info here. So number 1, be considerate. Don't do this like a bunch of times for people. Do it from the ad library. And even better, let's say you see an ad on your Facebook and you're like, oh, I want to see what they're doing because you're learning. Just click on their page, right, and go to the ad library and search in their page name. That way you don't cost them anything versus clicking on the ad and then going through it that way. So this doesn't cost them anything. Be considerate, like this is somebody's business, right? So you can basically just do it one time. That's why I said get your screenshots, basically get out of there, right? So you put in your info, and if you really want to see the process, you can put in your email and your phone number, and then you'll obviously get all the emails and all the texts, and then you could technically model everything I'm showing in terms of that, right? So now I'm going to click submit, and there's your calendar, just as kind of predicted. So let's screenshot this. That's fine. And let's put this here. So page 2. And then let's get the link. All right. So page 2 is the calendar page. And there we go. Now, okay, let's do the page copy again. That way we have all this stuff laid out. So, boom. There you go. Oops. And there you go. So, one of the ways I like to make my systems different is the design. And like that's really one of the biggest things I see here is like you can make this cleaner and stuff. So, even things like that make it different, right? So then what you can do is you can book an appointment. I don't usually like doing this, right? Because this is like someone's process. So I'm not going to do it just for this video. The lead thing, I have no problem filling out, but the appointment calendar, I don't want to book on there. But you can, and then just model that. So let's just assume, because I'm going to use the snapshots I've created. So let's just assume, right, it's a general thank you page. It's pretty easy. I mean, it probably looks just like this and just says thank you and some testimonials. So I'll show you what that's going to look like as we get into like building this stuff out. But that's pretty much all we need, right? And then what you're going to want to do is, I think they just have new questions here to kind of confirm, this questions that I already asked. So I'm just going to write it just so I have it. So I'm going to call this calendar form questions. And then I'm just going to like do that. Okay. And that's basically it. So we have now, right, our ads, our funnel system, our copy, our header, our survey, our questions, our calendar page. And then I'm going to give you guys just show you guys a thank you page I have. So it's, it's pretty easy. Okay. And I'm going to use my Snapshot anyway, my Snapshot funnel to build this, so I don't have to rebuild it all totally from scratch, at least show you what it would look like. Okay. So let's go back to our process here. So we basically covered this. Now all we need to do is actually build this stuff, right? And then right here, we got to build this stuff. So let's go into our GoHighLevel account and actually start doing it. So we have our funnel system here. Okay, so if we go to our thing here, you'll see we have our ad templates, we have our funnel system, and then now our automation. So the simplest way that I like to do this, right, is just to model the offer and put it in the text. So let's just say I'm going to come up with 3 simple texts and I'm going to use those as emails just so this, video doesn't turn super long and reinventing the whole wheel. Okay. So for example, what's the hook here? So on the ad, right, if we go back to our ad template, let's see what the actual offer is in the ad, right? This is how we can see a proven offer. So let's just put this here. So this is perfect. You guys are going to see how easy this is. So this is the ad. So if Atlantic County residents meet 3 requirements, they could still qualify for the new 2020 rooftop solar incentive. So here's one way I would do the first text. So headline, no upfront cost solar for New Jersey homeowners. So I would do something like this. Hi, right, name. We just received your inquiry for rooftop solar incentives. Okay. And I would probably combine this and the headline. So, hi name, we just received your inquiry for $0 upfront cost solar. Wait, so hi name, let me delete this. So, hi Quinn, we just received your inquiry for our $0 upfront cost solar rooftop solar incentive program. That's a little bit wordy. Let's see. $0 0 upfront solar rooftop. And then, okay, so there's the first message, the first text, and then just ask a question. So, are you a homeowner, right? So that could be the first question to get the response, right? So that would be 1, okay? And then you would probably expand on it in and then area, okay? So this would be where you would put a custom value, which I'll talk about as we get there. But hey, Quinn, we just received your inquiry for our $0 upfront solar rooftop incentive program. Are you a homeowner in California, right? Whatever it is. So that would also be doubled as an email just to keep it really simple for now. And I'm just showing you guys the way to think about it. And if you're great at copywriting, I mean, you can do solar follow-up emails. Emails, I would look for emails because emails are longer. There's more things to pull up from. So you could Google solar sales rep follow emails so you could see if there's anything here. Yeah, let's see. You could even use cold calls just to reference. So let's see. Script. Here we go. Set clear expectation of, okay, I'm following. Okay, for openings, okay. Okay, we are trying to get in touch. Okay, so here's something. Oh, look there's another follow-up message right there. Boom. how much do you pay for your quarterly electricity bill? That's a super direct message that could be the second text. Okay, so watch. Boom. And once you find kind of the main, you're just basically extracting these messages from the offer, okay? So for now, you're going to do the email is going to be the same as the text. Like I said, if you really want to, make this your own, you're going to need to get more in depth here. You'd want to introduce yourself and format it more like an email or introduce your client or their company. But this is just so you can see how to actually build this stuff, okay? So text number 2 would be how much do you pay for your monthly quarterly electricity bill, and then it's going to be the same thing. So this would be email 1, and then this would go to email 2, and this would just duplicate. So we've now already, just by this, we've found a proven ad template that's probably spending thousands of dollars a month. We have a proven funnel system, and now within a few minutes, we've already built out 4 automations for our clients, 2 emails and 2 texts. And you could see, it's gonna it's gonna get easier and easier once we build all of it. So see if you see anything here. I always like to keep it super simple with stuff like this, where I'll say like this too. This is an easy one. So is this name? That's an easy message that you can just someone gets that text and they're like, oh wait, then they go back and they see this message and then they see that message, and it can get a response as well. So then this would be email 3. Okay, and so you would just, like I said, you could build out, I like to build out 10 emails, 10 texts. It's a really strong number. And then if you, want to build something even more advanced, you can build a long-term one that people would go through if they didn't respond to this first sequence. So that would be just a real light way to do it, right? And like I said, you can keep this stuff very simple, guys. You don't have to do too much. So you could just do text number 4 is, are you still interested in our $0 down solar program? Boom. I mean, it's just asking a question and just getting people to respond is half of the battle. Okay, so then boom, there's that. Like I said, you can come up with just you can even look at all the other ads too and just see okay, this program is first come, first serve. And you could just ask a question about this and just say, look, email or text 5. Boom. Did you know that our program comes at no cost to you? Give us a call and ask about our no cost solar out of pocket program. So you see how easy this is? I'm not saying, oh wow, go out and this is the best crafted texts and emails, but if you spend just a little bit more time, I'm obviously doing this live on the video here, but I mean within 40 minutes, we've created ad templates, right? We've got our funnel system that we're going to build. And then we just created, 10 touches right there for a business that alone is already, we just created thousands of dollars of value just by knowing how to do this. So like I said, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. And then, yeah, this will cover inside a high level, but now let's actually get into building. So now we're in our high level account. Okay. So if you signed up for an account, you're going to start basically like this with nothing. I mean, there's nothing here. Just a bunch of features. Okay. So let's start in order of the way that we actually, you know, need to build this. So the first step is going to be the funnel system. Okay, so I am going to show you, if we go to sites here, okay, I'm going to show you how to build the funnel. So you're going to click new funnel, and you're going to click on, I would recommend going to the template library, because that way you don't have to totally start from scratch. And then you're going to see how simple these funnels can be. So I'm going to go to Solar, see if they have one that looks pretty good. And really, I just like to take the top of the landing page and then just put a survey right in the middle. So this one actually looks really good, personally. So let's see what this looks like when we load it. So I like this. I'm going to go with this, and I'll show you how I pretty much eliminate all these things anyway, so it's not even relevant. So let's just click on Get This Template. And you're going to see I basically just create the first page, duplicate it, and then you have your 3-step funnel. It's very simple. So now our template should be in our account. So let's see here. Grab a little sip of some cold brew here while we load. All right, so there we go. So basically, what I like to do is, for funnels, I like to eliminate oh, there it is. Landing page, schedule, thank you page. So even better, guys. This stuff's getting easier and easier. I'm telling you, when I started, this stuff was not possible. So in order to create a high converting landing page and survey, we're not going to, we're not going to have so much info here on the page. So you're going to see what I do. So we're going to go to Edit Page. And basically, we're going to just delete and eliminate almost the majority of the page, so that it's just the logo and then the survey and then the header. And that way it keeps people converting. And trust me, guys, I've tried super advanced landing pages, making things super complicated. And when people have so many different things that they can do, they don't convert as high. So if you're plugging and playing this for somebody's business, you definitely don't want to start gambling with making more advanced pages than you need. So give me a sec, let me refresh this. All right, there we go. So here's our page 1. Okay, so if we go to our folder here, and we go to the funnel system, we basically need to, I'm going to close these out and grab them later. That way everything stays simple. So, okay, so we need to grab, this, or grab this and basically turn it into this, but better. Okay, so this is my first step here. Okay, so we're going to delete, and it's actually really fun to delete because I know people have things very complicated, and it's pretty refreshing. It's just like, oh, just remove all this stuff. Don't have to worry about it. So this is basically all we need right there. That's all we need. We have our header here, or excuse me, we have our header section here. We have our bottom section, and then ultimately I would just delete all this and then just have this like that. It's pretty much all I would do, and just move this right there. That's it. We don't need anything else. And I would even delete these buttons here. Let's see if I can delete or remove these buttons, because we definitely don't want people going to, yeah, there we go. We don't want people going to other parts of the funnel, okay? And if it was a website, you would keep it, but this is a funnel, guys. So we don't want like this button here. We just want people converting, filling out the form, okay? So now what I'm going to do is just click on the plus and then just click a column, and we're going to delete this section here. Now all we got to do is basically create our survey. So we go to Take Me to Survey Builder, and guess what? All we got to do is model the questions, okay? So I'm gonna what's it called? I'm gonna just model these questions here, because these aren't really, I think it's one thing to copy the whole page, but I mean, these are questions that aren't really a big deal to model, and you can change the credit score to have tiers or anything like that, and it's not really a big deal. So let's start here. So let's create a new survey, and we are going to click on custom fields, click add custom field, and then we're going to choose the let's see, is it radio? Sometimes I mix it up. So single options. So here we go. We're going to basically type that out. And then we're going to take each of these. So 0 to 100. We're going to do 100 to 150. We're going to do 150 to 200. And you guys can already see how powerful this is. So I'm going to copy these actually. That way I can just grab them from here. Boom. And just like this, guys, I mean, we're literally, we're by the second, we're creating thousands of dollars of value right here. So we're going to type this in. I think I chose the incorrect format. I think it's radio that we're looking for actually. So I got to do this again here. Hold on. So we're going to do this. What is your average monthly electric bill? And then let's go on right here. Boom. 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 I think there's one more. All right. So let's get this out of here. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. And guys, once you get good, right, at this point, I can, there's people that, do these little things for me, right? But I want to make sure everyone knows how to do this themselves. So, if you're like, man, I shouldn't be doing this. If you're starting out, like, you guys, this is a 6-figure opportunity that you can make from home just by, like, once you're done with this can run forever and ever. So push through and you'll be happy you did. So there we go. That's it now. Boom. So it's going to say that this already exists. So I'm just going to put final because I have to basically delete this. So I'll delete it later. So there we go. What is your average monthly electric bill? It says final. That will go away once we fix it. The second question, do you own your own home? So that was probably the longest one to do just because it was the, you had all those little answers. So boom. All right. So boom. Yes, I own my own home. X. Boom. Boom. There we go. Second part of the snapshot is done right there, or the survey. Make sure these are required here as well. And let's keep going. So funnel system, what type of home do you own? All right, so let's go to radio again. And then we have these other choices. Single family, just post them all here. Okay, boom, boom. Boom. How did they separate? Okay, other. Boom. Almost done. I don't think anyone shows you guys how to do this in this much detail, honestly. I know when I started, I'll have to change this here. So let me change this. I'll do it after. But if you make a mistake here, you have to go into the back end and change it. So, all right, last two, we got this. Is your credit score over 650? So, by the way, guys, I do all this stuff for you guys. I mean, I don't need to do this at this point. So, hopefully you guys like it. Share it with a friend. Subscribe. Would love to partner with you guys and have you as one of my affiliates. you get all this stuff, basically give all this stuff out to you guys. So that's that. And now as I'm realizing it, right, I think oh no, I did it right. Okay, cool. So what we want to do actually is we should be creating these as one, it's question by question. So instead of having, you know, all the questions like in one spot, we got to drag them into different slides. So, oops, this one needs to go here. And then I'm going to remove, this part here where there's branding, because we definitely don't want that branding on there. I don't think it looks good. So how do you do this? It used to be right here. There we go. Options. One question at a time. I don't know why it did that. Let's see. Let me refresh. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right, surveys. I've gotten so good at doing this, you guys, that I can literally use the mouse with my left hand just as well as the right. So that's how long I've been doing this. Okay, so I don't know why the one question at a time turned that off. That seems weird because it should be the opposite. So, okay, let's turn off this branding here. Yeah, we need a label. There we go. We don't need that. Okay, so this is good minus the final. This is good. This is going to get changed. And then this is good. And then last question, first name, last name, email, phone number. So if you noticed on the actual survey, it was all in one. So then this just comes into one place. First name, last name, email, phone, and then address, I think it asked for. So boom, boom, and then boom. Okay, so let's save this. I'm going to make these changes here so everything's good, and we're going to plug it into the funnel. So we're going to go to custom fields, and then I got to move this, move me. All right, so this one's deleted because this one was the one we copied. So now let's refresh that, and we're going to delete the final so it doesn't show up. All right, so final, delete, save. Okay, so this should go away here. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for it to like go away, but it should be deleted. And then let's just change that single choice answer from it merged too many. I didn't delete all of it. So your credit score, I think it was this one. So yeah, let's just delete this. Boom. All right, save that. So now that's done. And now one of the little nuances I've learned from having done this for a long time, hopefully GoHighLevel fixes it, is that you have to re-drag the fields. It won't like auto update. So see, for example, it says final. If I come here, watch, I have to delete it and then drag it. That's the wrong one. So this is this one. Don't tell me I deleted the one on the back end. There we go. Cool. So you got to re-drag it. So like this didn't update even though I updated it on the back end. So you have to delete it, and then you have to go to here and then do it. Boom. Make it required. And we pretty much, you're going to see, guys, how fast this comes together once you do this. It's really just data entry that takes the longest. And like I said, when you guys are making good money from this stuff, you're not going to have to be doing this anymore. Okay, so here we go. So let's check out this and I'll show you how it works. So if we go to our landing page now, all we need to do, which is really cool with GoHighLevel, is all we got to do is click on, I don't know why it didn't save. Okay, So let's delete this stuff again. Delete, 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 delete. And you can just move this over before it starts peeling off. Right there. Cool. So there's that. And then now we're going to delete these again. So we're going to do delete, 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 boom. All right, now I'm going to delete this button, and then we're going to delete this section. And all we got to do is click on plus, one column, add element, and we're going to choose our survey, and we're going to choose this, boom. And just like that, guys, we just literally built the system. So, I mean, not fully, right? We got more to do here, make it look good and stuff. But that's pretty, I mean, we're getting there, okay? So if you saw on their funnel, right, they had this like image of houses. So if I can come here, if I want to model that, I can type in here like solar. And like, let's just see how something, let's see. See if I see something that's like good here. Let's just see how, let's just see how, let's try houses. You're probably going to see their image here, but this is pretty similar, okay? So if I want to come here, I can go to this background color. Let's see, this may be custom code here. Nope. I think it's probably in the background. So let's see what happens if we upload. There's my, that's funny that that's there. That image of Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so that went there. So what we can do, let's see. I think this is like, here, let me go back here. Oops. Okay, so let's delete this. Boom. All right, so let's get this back rolling here. So I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Boom. Boom, boom. Look at that. So now we can do full center. There you go. So we can also put, it's called image opacity, or I think opacity. And you can make it have a fade. So I would do a heavy fade, and then I would do like a background color of black. And there you can see, now people can see the survey. So that's kind of my go-to. You could mess with this and do it half. That's good. That actually looks good. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So there's that. I'm also known for doing my backgrounds white. So I would do like no image here, and this would just be white, and then I would just have the other parts I'm going to build. So it's up to you. I'm going to model it based on, you know, what they've done, so that way you can kind of you know, yeah, just see how to do it that way. So there's that. And now what we're missing, right, is this copy. So we have this whole copy here. I'm going to simplify this copy because I don't like to write too much here. So we're just going to type in, we're going to do this headline, and then we're going to type it in here. And then we're going to do bold. So this is also why I like to do the white background, because, oh yeah, there we go. You can see, obviously, the text is not as visible when we do it with the an image there, right? So let's do this. There we go. So let's shrink this up here. Okay. So let's do this. So I would just simplify. Yeah, so this is how I would do it. So boom. Limited. Okay, so I would do like this. And then I would just do a sub headline here for the second part. And then we're just going to do white, white, and then we're going to shrink this up here. So this will get bigger. Not that big. Let's see. We'll see as we go here how we're going to do it. One of the things to consider too is I may want to merge this into one box just because it looks a little too spaced out. So we may try this, guys. So let's try that. I think that'll solve this problem. I like things like smaller. I know sometimes people make super big headlines and stuff, but I don't know. I've always been kind of like, oops. I've always been more on the side of like keep it minimal. So let's do this. Let's see how this looks. So that's feeling better. And then we can paste this here. Yeah, delete that. I think that definitely is gonna, yeah, that's what we needed to do. So there we go. We got that. And then we got this. Boom. Okay. So let's shrink this. Let's simplify this. And I think even this, I think that's a little too long, that. So let's do this. Cool. And I also would probably, yeah, we'll see here. So an effort to reduce. So I like the idea of this being there. To see if you live. I would change this to see if you qualify for $0 down solar. See if you I like to simplify all this stuff. So I would do this. See if you qualify for $0 down solar. And then I would just bring it down to that. Boom. Just like that. This gets bolded. And then this becomes smaller. And let's see how this looks here, guys. And I like to make it cool with like some emojis. So I would do solar or sun. Boom. See if you qualify for $0 down solar. And then I think now that I'm seeing it, I would probably just do there. This is a good second statement. So boom, that'll go here. And then we'll make this a little smaller. I like it 2 lines. So let's see. In an effort to reduce demand on the grid, your utility company will now pay you a credit for going solar. Save immediately and get paid. So this is good. We obviously don't want to copy, but in order to reduce demand on the grid, utility companies pay credits if you decide to go solar. Save thousands and get started with $0 down. Boom. So there's that. Boom. So let's save this and let's preview it. We're going to change this because I don't like high-level survey builder. So we're going to change this. So look at that though. See if you qualify for $0 down solar. In order to reduce demand on the grid, utility companies pay credits if you decide to go for going solar. That doesn't make sense. So in order to utility companies pay credits when you go solar. Save. Boom. That's good. So now what we're going to do is we are going to change this to, I like Roboto font. So it makes it look a lot cleaner to me. And then we're going to do Roboto font here. And we're going to see if we can save that. And then I like to spread these out so that this is like clean on its own line. So look at that. Boom. So there's that. See if you qualify for $0 down solar. The other thing here, let's preview it and make sure it looks good. So this could be a little bigger if you want it to be. Let's see. I think that's good. And I personally still like these smaller. So that's good. So we're going to click preview. Boom. Pretty dang good, guys. I mean, I still get impressed with some of the stuff that I do. Just like, I love doing this, honestly. So now what I want to do is change this because I don't like how this looks personally. So that's page 1. So what we're going to do here is we're going to change this. And then from here, we're going to change this. Or wait, we're going to change this. And then from here, we're going to, once we've changed this, we're just going to duplicate this page with the calendar so that it's basically, we just change this and we just change this. So we're almost there, guys. So let's go back. And now we are going to go to, so I'm going to go into one of my other sub accounts and pause it real quick. And I have some code that I put into this survey builder so it looks better. Alrighty, so we're back. I got the code copied. So I'm going to show you how to change the look of the survey. So let's go here and then we just go down to the bottom and we just drag this HTML here. And then we click edit script and then we just paste this code that I have here. So it's going to make the survey like a light blue, like a teal almost. And I kind of like that color. It just makes it like lively. So it should, as soon as we click on this, it should update. If not, I may have to, yeah, let's see here. So if I click on surveys, make sure everything's on point. So I think what I have to do is I think I have to actually put this into the CSS of the page. So once I paste that there, it should correct it because it's really just colors, not like actually changing it. So custom CSS. So this should do it. If not, it may be a little too advanced for me to try and do it here on the video, but let me just try to click this and then type in survey and let's see what happened here. I don't know. All right, let me click save and then click preview. All right, so give me a sec. I'm going to figure it out and then I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like. All right, guys, I think I got it. So I put the HTML here, if you remember, but that was actually for the Google autocomplete. So when someone puts their address, it would pull that. So I think the only change is just I pasted it here in the custom CSS. And now we should see this blue kind of survey color over the survey when we load it. So let's see. I think it already updated. So there it is. So to me, that looks a lot better. And then we probably would change like, actually, I would probably just leave it as that. But yeah, I mean, there's that. And so now I'm going to show you how to just basically create the rest of the funnel because that was probably the majority of the work right there was this landing page. So there's a few things to mention as we go. So custom values, right? Basically what they are are their unique fields that you can put like a piece of, you could put like let me give you an example because I don't even actually know what the like true term is, right? But let's just say, for example, right here, you wanted your business phone number here and you didn't want to type it in on all the pages, right? So you can basically store custom fields, right, at a system level, and they'll update at a local level. So if we go to custom values and I type custom values, I can type business phone number, and then let's just say I want to type in the actual number. And then I think the other thing was like the email. So business email, and then business@solar.com, right? So this is where you would put the actual info, and then business address, 123 ABC Street, Los Angeles, CA, boom. And then let's see, that's pretty much it. And then this could be like your business, what does your business do? And I would just say, take it from here. So we help homeowners. We can say we help homeowners reduce demand on the grid by going solar. Boom. Now you're going to see how these actually work. So I just made 4 custom fields. So I'm going to actually copy these and put them on this document so I don't have to go back. So looks like this copied the whole table, but yeah, let me not do it here. Copied the whole table for whatever reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just duplicate this tab. That way I can go back to the funnel. So if I go to the funnel and I click edit, and then I click on, edit, then when I go here, I can choose this custom value and watch. So if I want to put in the business address, right, I can just go here and paste that, and you're going to see it shows a value, but when we refresh it, it's going to pull that the data I input here. So if I have 10 funnels with this code in it, or this key, then if I change it here, it'll change it across all 10 funnels. And this also applies within the auto text. So it's a lot easier than, retyping it in every time or duplicating it, because, if your email changes or the phone number or whatever it is, you don't want to have to go into every part of the system, right? So there we go. Boom. And then our little, what does your business do? This will all update. So I'll demo how this works. But this has transformed my, my agency, because, before doing all this was so much work, So you're going to see here, boom, we got the logo, we got this here, this here, and then this. And so let's say I change my number to 5451234. So if I go back into my system and I say, oh, I just changed my number to, 1234, and I save that without doing anything here, if I go to preview, it's going to change. Watch. Boom. So that's what we want, guys. That's what we want, so that, people don't have to, you have to re-input all that info. Your client just come in here on the back, they fill all of it out, and then it just ports it all into the system. So you could imagine like, solar rep 1 name, right? Could go here and it's like John Smith. Then if a lead goes to solar rep 1, then it'll just automatically always say this is from John Smith, right? And you could have all these different fields that you don't have to later change. Okay, so that's how this works. So I would say this is complete, because I enjoy this so much, and I hope I'm helping you guys out. I'm actually going to do a little bonus here and make a logo, and then we'll put this in, and then we're going to duplicate it and go to the next step. So let me open up Canva. All right, so I'm in Canva here. I basically have this little template here that I've used to make like my logos. So I'm just going to type in sun, see if I can see any sort of like solar logo or something like that. Oh, that would be elements. So let's see, logo. So solar. So something like this. Perfect. So, I mean, you could literally just leave it like that. I mean, you don't even have to do anything else. This is just for demo purposes. I mean, if you guys want to go get a logo or make one, I mean, go for it. I'm in no way am I like the logo, king or anything like that. But this will at least get us a complete package here. So we're going to click download. We're going to just click on this page, download. And hopefully that sizing's good. So now we're going to, let's see, upload it here. Where's the image? Okay, so we're going to go here, upload this. Oh, okay, so it needs to be transparent. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that too. You can just go here and just basically make it all transparent. So fun. Or you can get Canva Pro. Like I said, I don't do this stuff too much anymore at this point, but I enjoy doing it, and that's basically how I got started. Was I learned how to do all this stuff. So there you go. Not going to win any awards with that logo, but it at least gives it a full feel. You could do solar logos and get even more ideas here. I actually like something like these. I think these are probably better. I don't know if I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I like if they had one here that was better, I would probably do it. All the pro ones, solar. But yeah, you guys get the idea, right? So there's the template. And so now we refresh that. We can put it down here too. Boom. 140. So if we click on preview, we'll see this page is now live. And there you go. See if you qualify for $0 down solar. I actually don't like this here now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, I don't really like this, but just to keep it moving, there's the landing page. So, man, I really don't like that logo. It's funny how my mind works. It's like, yeah, let's see, so something more like that pops, free copyright solar logo. See, okay, let's just do this. Oh wait, these all have something like this would be way better, or like this. Yeah, I like this. These are all copyright free though, or they're not transparent. So just for the sake of training and not holding everyone up, you could leave it like that, right? And then there's the template, okay? So now what's the next step? So we need to turn this into a calendar page. So we're going to go back here and we are going to duplicate that page and then put in a calendar, duplicate that page and just put a simple thank you page. and you basically got your snapshot once you run the ad, which I'm also including on this video. So this is going to be a monster training. So what you're going to do is click on duplicate. How do we duplicate this page? Did they change this or what? Let's see. Oh, is it inside of here? Oh wait, add new step. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see, edit page. How come I'm not recalling how to duplicate it? I feel like it's usually a button that's right here. Am I missing something, guys? Let's see. I know you can easily duplicate the funnel, and I've definitely duplicated pages, so that's weird. Products. Huh. Stats. That's weird. I feel like there was a button here that just lets you duplicate. Duplicate. Okay, give me a sec. All right, I think I figured it out. So basically, I just need to do this, and then click create, and then I do use from existing. So I don't know why I thought at one point it was, there it is. So choose funnel, and then there we go. So sorry about that, but basically you just duplicate it that way. And then I like to change the paths so they're just basically like one thing. So like this would be survey, and then the publishing page would be a survey page, and then the same logic for every page. So you'd have your survey page, survey page, boom, and then you'd have your calendar page, or schedule, however you want to call it. And then lastly, we're going to just edit this page and then duplicate it for the thank you, and then we're ready to pretty much plug in the automation. So we're going to click edit, and then all we're going to do is just change this to book a call, and you can put a little phone there, and then schedule an appointment to learn more, to see if you qualify for our $0 down solar program. And then boom, guess what? All we got to do is delete this, click on the plus, and then drag over the calendar, which I don't think is created. So we just click take me to calendar builder, and I'm just gonna do a quick calendar since we don't need to customize all the settings here. It's pretty self-explanatory, but we just go to new calendar, and then let's see if we can just save. Okay, so calendar, you can just save, and then you can adjust all these settings here, and then click complete, and then that's it. So now we just select that calendar, and then boom, look at that, guys. Now we have a calendar on this page. And then what you want to do is click here and then make sure that the redirect action is to go to the next step. And you also want to make sure that that's the same case on the survey, because if the action from the calendar is to go to a separate link or to show like a different page, you won't get people to, book in the appointment, right? So I need to change that on the survey. So we're going to go here and then make sure it's go to the next step. So when someone fills out, they go to the actual, the, what's it called? The calendar page. Okay. So we're almost done in terms of the funnel. So an hour, 20 minutes in, guys, and this is something that I'll probably, be able to sell for quite a bit once I'll probably make some adjustments, but it's pretty crazy, guys. So we're going to go to calendar and then thank you page. I actually like to call it success page, but virtually the same thing, success page. Boom. So then now this is duplicated, and then use existing, and then you're going to use it from the same, the one previous. And then we're just going to change the headline and what's it called? The subheadline. So you're booked. And then you just put in this. We're looking forward to talking to you soon about our $0 down solar program. And then instead of the calendar here, you can place like a image here. I actually usually do testimonials. So give me a sec. All right, so I opened up one of my existing snapshots so I could just make this a lot easier. So this is the format I follow. So I'm going to paste this here. It's going to paste a lot of stuff here. But basically this will be white. Okay, and then we're going to just, boom, delete that. And then this will go a little bit bigger. So this is just something I already built out. So I have to rethink it. So there we go. And then we just move this to the left. And then what I usually do here is we just do a little like graphic image or something. So let's see. I think we can just use this, we could just do something like this, like family smiling or something. So you could just do something like this. Let's see if there's something that comes up with solar. That'd be cool. Solar bill, let's see. No, it's not going to come up. This one may work too. Let's see. But basically what goes here is just a little image. So let's try. Yeah, this is good. So this would just go here. Boom. And then I'm going to make this a little smaller. Let's see. That's good. So boom. There's the image here. I actually go to this. Usually I go here to this website. And I go to, I like kind of cartoon images personally just because I feel like I feel like they take out the personalization of it. So it's like people don't like think, oh, this is legit. It's kind of more, let's see, solar. Let's see if I could do roof. Something here like save money or something. Money. Let's see if we see anything, guys. Yeah, this will work. Something like this, actually. Yeah, let's do this. And then I just like to do the blue. And there we go. Download PNG. And then from there, we just put this in here. Boom. 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 There we go. And then let's see. Maybe this will be 350. Yeah, that's good. Usually, like I said, I still don't like this logo. And this, I usually would like this to be white, but yeah, this is just for demo. At this point, I'm getting in it. So, okay, so there's the funnel, guys. So if we go back here, I'm going to show you guys basically the layout here. So here we go. So if we go and open this, we got our survey page, we got our calendar page, and then we got our success page. Boom. So just like that, like we have this this funnel, we got this calendar page, and then we got this thank you page. And just like that, it's pretty much ready to go, guys. And so, yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to run the ad. So imagine you built this funnel for your client, right? And they're basically, ready to, ready to sign up, and they're ready to go. So now, how do we build the ad and then the automation? Okay. So for the ad, we're going to do, or let's do the automation first. So that way we can get out of high level and then just go into the ad. So, oops, I forgot I didn't explain it because I'm just so used to doing it. So you go to automation here, and then we're going to click on create workflow, and then start from scratch, create new workflow. And then you're just going to choose a trigger. And so the trigger is going to be survey submitted. So what that means is when someone submits that survey that we just, created, then what's going to happen? So we're going to build out this automation right here together. So if we go here to our how to create a snapshot, and we go to our automation, we can just basically do these three things, or we have 5. So first one is going to be, not on this template, is to notify the client. So we're going to do notification, and then we're going to do in order. So we'll just do email, your solar business, and then your solar business at Gmail. So this is where you would put your email. You'd want to put like your business domain here. And then you're going to do all users or assigned users. So this, if your client has multiple client or accounts, then you would do assigned user, and you could assign the lead beforehand. So I'll show you. So you would just say new lead, and then I like to just keep it simple and just say, contact, full name, contact, email, and then contact, phone. And then you can just say new lead, check, and then you would put check, and then you'd put yoursasbusiness.com for more details. Okay. And then basically, when your client gets that lead, they'd get this email, and then this would be a hyperlink to your CRM. So they log into the CRM, because remember, this is email. So we would do that as a email, client email notification. Then we would do notification, and then this would be a app notification. So new lead, same thing. And then I would recommend redirecting it to the contact. So then when the client opens up the actual lead, it goes into the contact. So this would be client app notification. And then you would do lastly a text. Boom. SMS, and then you just paste it here again. Boom. And then all users, and then save. So that's done. Your client's now going to get notified. And I'm going to demo all this at the end. You can assign right here. So if your client, like let's say they have 10 people on this account, you would see all their names here. And then you could round robin it, okay? That way, if it gets to an assigned user, you would want to change the user type to the assigned, okay? Because if you don't, then a client will get assigned to a lead, but then the notification will go to everyone. Okay, so the assigned is what I'd recommend. I always recommend assigning it even if there's one person. That way it's just controlled. If later they add people, you don't have to rechange the whole system. So there's that. And then now we're gonna do the SMS. So this goes to the lead, right? So this part is to the actual client. And then like this part's to the client, and then this next part we're building is going to be to the lead, right? So we just call this automated workflow, boom. And then we're going to just copy this here. So boom, boom. And then you got to change this to fit GoHighLevel. So we're going to do contact, and then first name, and then area could be in the custom value. So you could build it back like how I showed you in the other section and just put in business address. I would just like, if you want to keep it at a snapshot level where you're not updating all this stuff, then I would just make the question more open so you don't have to put this, and I would just say, are you the homeowner of, and then you can see here for area, you could just replace this with contact address because they put it in on the actual survey, remember? So there's the first text, and then the email would be this, which is the same exact thing. So I'm going to just take it from here since I updated that. So then you do email. You can just do, so plus, and then keep doing it again. Plus, email, paste, and then from name, your email. Let's see, $0 solar inquiry. And then I would put their address here. So you could, that way in the email, it's like their whole address is on the subject line. Boom. Save that action, okay? And you would just go, you just keep doing this, okay? So you would go, once again, you would just copy this, right? And then just boom, like that. Select template, just paste that, and then there it goes. Now the only thing that's different here is you're going to want to put a wait. So this is a time condition. So the ideal scenario is the lead fills out the survey, your client immediately gets notified via email, app, and then text. And then we send the lead a SMS, we send the lead an email, and then anything after that may be a little too much. So you would want to create wait, and then you would say, let's wait like 25 minutes, because the first day is really when you want to create the contact. So then you would put the email here as well, right? You'd have to put the same information like I already showed you on that other one, and then you would do another wait. And then you would just do, okay, this one's going to be after, 1 day, okay? And then you would do another text and email, then you would do a wait, and then you'd say, okay, this one's going to be after another day. I would definitely recommend being aggressive on the follow-up automations within the first 7 days. So I would recommend like an email and a text every day for the first 7 days. And then after the 7 days, you could start spacing it out like 3 days and then 4 days. And then maybe it turns into like every 7 days. And then after that, it just starts going out longer and longer, like once every 10 days, once every month. But that would be how you create that, okay? So I don't want to get too caught up in doing all that just because that's going to take a little bit of time to do that. So we created, there's been a intense training. We've created our ad templates. We've created our funnel system. We've created the SMS and the email. I'll show you real quick how to do the voicemail drops and the tasks. and the add to pipeline. So you could just do it to where, let's say the lead comes into the system. You can create or update opportunity, and then you just choose a pipeline and a stage, and I can show you how to do that real quick. So basically, if we go to opportunities and then pipelines, we just click create pipeline. So I just do sales pipeline, and then you just do lead, appointment, booked, and then sale. This is a very simple pipeline, right? You could add more stages, but just to keep the demo kind of, moving, then you could go here and then just do, create workflow or create update opportunity, sales pipeline, and then assign it to the lead. And then the opportunity name could be like the contact's address. And then the source could be, Facebook, or you could just leave it blank. And then status would be open. That means it's an open deal. And then you click save. And then from there, if you want to create a task, right, you can say task, and then you can say call lead, right? And then you can type more info, and then you assign it to the assigned users, and then you could assign a date. So basically what we just built is like when the lead fills out the survey, they get an email, the client gets an email, client gets an app notification, client gets a text, the lead goes into a certain stage in the pipeline, our client gets a task added, the lead gets a text, the lead gets an email, and then it waits, sends another text, another email, it waits, sends another text, sends another email. So that would be basically it. And then lastly, I told you I would show you how to do voicemail drops. You just type in voicemail, and you could just drop in a file like an MP3, and then it would just be added into the workflow. Now that you guys have watched this video, because this is really like the pillar of understanding the entire business of GoHighLevel, you can now watch my other videos where I get more in details on these, and you'll see like how to get more specific with these things. But for now, this is basically showing you how everything works together. So the last thing I want to cover here is just the settings on here. So I would recommend a stop on response, and you could leave it at any time, but you can adjust, like if a lead fills out a form at 3 in the morning, if you click specific time and you say, okay, we only send messages from 8 to 5, then that lead won't get the first text until 8 a.m. Same thing with your client. So that's up to you. You can work through that with your client, tell them what they want, and just change it based on that. And then I do recommend the stop on response, because if a lead responds and says, yes, I'm interested, and then an automated message goes out 10 minutes later saying, hey, are you still interested? They're like, I just responded. So this just makes it easy, and you could change it however you want. You don't have to do that, okay? That's pretty much it. History, you can see like the flows, like people going through it, and then status, just seeing where people are currently. So that's that. Now, I mean, we're covering a ton here. So now let's actually run the ad and then basically test this whole thing out. So basically, we're going to go to business.facebook.com here. And then we are going to go to our test ad account here. And then I'm going to go to our blueprint here that I have for setting up these surveys. So you can basically see here that I have everything mapped out. So we're just going to follow this methodically here. So we're going to come into the campaign. We're going to click on create. We're going to click on leads, and then we're going to click on continue. So because this, solar opportunity was marked as, I think it was marked as credit. Yeah, I think I saw it was marked as credit here. Let's see if we go to this page here. So if we go to funnel system, Solar payback program. So that's another thing I didn't do, right? And I recommend doing that is when you screenshot, right? Take the screenshot of the page. That way you can, just easily go back to that page. So let's go back here. Let's go back here. And then we're going to click on this and then paste this ad here, and that'll take us there. So local news and deals. So it's not marked as a credit. So I guess we can get away with not marking it as a credit opportunity. So what we're going to do is just go take this off. And now we're going to go into our process. So I'm going to go to this setup here. All right, cool. So we're going to call this cold traffic conversions. And guys, remember, this isn't even just solar. This is like for anything. I just gave you a real example, but this could be done for literally any niche. So within one day, I'm not only teaching you guys and building it, but I mean, this could literally be, you can make 10 snapshots in one day, right? So you go here. Okay. So just to really give some quick context here. So if you're new to ads, and depending on what your experience level is, what you told your client you're going to get them, you may want to start with instant forms. They're easier, they're cheaper, they're not necessarily better, but it may be best based on your scenario. So depending on, if you need help with that, feel free to comment or message me on Facebook or IG if you kind of need help with what you should do for your client or even your business, because I want to make sure you guys do it right. But in this example with the survey, we're going to use the conversions objective. Okay, and so what we would need to do is we would need to install this pixel onto the actual funnel here and install these custom events, they're called. So basically what you do is you paste this, these pixel codes here. And I'll show you how to do that at the end here. But just choose your pixel, choose your lead, and then you're going to choose your budget, which I'll leave at 20 since this is a demo. And then I'm going to just do Los Angeles. So if I go here, there's a 25-mile radius around Los Angeles. And then for the age for solar, it's probably a homeowner, right? So I'm going to say maybe 30 and up. And then I'm going to type in solar, solar energy, and then I can do solar panel, solar power, renewable energy. These are all people interested in these things. So you can either do three ways: stack them like I showed you here. You can do one and duplicate the ad set, which I'll cover more in different videos, or you could do none and just have no targeting. So for this example, I'm just going to stack it because at this point, like I said, I'm giving you guys the whole enchilada here. So that's that. And then advantage placements is what I'd recommend. This is just basically recommend depending on your experience and what you're doing. But the difference is basically one is automatically Facebook will show it to who or where it thinks it should show up. Manual is you control. You could say, oh, I only want this on Facebook, right? So advantage, just you get free reign with all of them, and then you can just let it do its thing. So then for the ad name, we would just do image number 1, and then we need to basically model this ad that we see here, same way we did for the actual funnel page. So we're going to come here, and we're going to click on turning these off for now. And then we're just going to go here. So there's the headline. No upfront costs, solar for New Jersey homeowners. So let's say California homeowners. And then if Los Angeles County residents. So I would do something like this. So I'm going to make this different. So I'm going to do So I think the sun, right, is kind of like a California thing. So Los Angeles County residents, if you meet 3 requirements, you can qualify for if you meet 3 requirements. I'm going to spice this up. And then I would say new. And like, let's see if I can come up with something like that. Yeah, for new 2022 local. So I feel like this is like new 2022 $0 down solar incentives. Boom. So there's the ad. Click learn more to take a 30-second survey. You can call this a quiz. And you can say that. Boom. And just so I'm not copying, just click below to take the short 30-second quiz. Yeah, to take a short 30-second quiz. And then you can just do boom. And then you can do, you know, over 500 plus homeowners have taken this quiz or something. And then now for the ad, right, we're going to choose, all right, so let's basically, actually I've kind of done this before. So I think it's called neighborhood. And you can basically, neighborhood scout. You can basically model this exact type of image. So if I go here and type in Los Angeles, I can get like a highlighted view right here. So look at that. So there we go. So we can just go here. And then you could also do zip code highlighter map, maybe, just if you need something kind of, oh, here we go. It looks like they already, maybe this is where they get it from. Los Angeles. Oh, here we go. I don't know what this is going to do. Draw and measure. How do we do this? Well, this would be something you would do, right? Is just like come up with, oh, here we go. Let's see if that does anything. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that, like, you know, you'd probably need to do it better, but basically we would just go to Canva, do 1080 by 1080. And then let's just see. So you can come here. Let's see if it, yeah, maybe something like this. Something like that may be good. Yeah, something like this. So you could go here, and then just put this here. Map. Curious to see if they have any like maps here. Oh, look at this. Los Angeles. See, I still learn from showing you guys. I don't know what that is. So you can put it in there. Okay. Well, let's do this for now. And then, yeah, let's do this for now. So let's make sure people know that it's, you know, LA and it's kind of like big and dead center. There we go. So let's take a look at this ad again. So Atlantic County. So we're going to say Los Angeles County. And then we're going to do my trusty Roboto font. All right, boom. There you go. And now we can make this a little bit kind of like how we did on the other one, where there's a, like a, let's see what it's called here. And we could maybe make this white. This may need to pop a little bit more, but let's see. You can also do this here, so if we wanted to like put this here, put this here. All right, so there we go. So this is where you're making it different, right? It's not just the same old thing. So you just put a little house here. And then you can copy this and put it at the bottom. And you can do save big on solar. So what I would do is something like this, right? And then you can do a sun. Maybe make this a little bit bigger since this one has more room. So I would come up with tons of variations, right? And basically, like, I would call this like version 1 of the ad, because I would probably keep refining it. So I would duplicate it, and then maybe I would try like an image of a house in California. So you guys can see I work with investors, but I can go here, California, houses, and I may want to do this. So let's just say I wanted to choose this image, right, as another test. So I would drag this here, and then I would have this one as a test. Okay, and then I would go here, and then I would like, okay, let me try this one, for example. And I would just create as many as I possibly could so that I had like a, let's see, save image as. This is in Germany, so it's probably, yeah, maybe something like this. So you get the idea though, right? You're not just, you know, creating one and letting it go. You're going to have to test, so you're going to want to have as many as you can. So this image is maybe a little big. You can try it that way. You can even try it without this too. So you can just try that. You can duplicate that, and then you can try, like I said, it's really the goal here is you're just like creating a bunch of different ways to do it, and then you look at them at the end like this, like, okay, like this one looks, yeah, these look good, and then ultimately, you know, you pick your 5 or however many you pick, and then you run the ad, and then you let the data show you. And I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've ran an ad where, you know, I thought something was going to work, and then it was a totally different one. So your job is just to get, like, you know, some of these different images you see here. You know, maybe this one. I think, I mean, if you guys remember on the ads, right, there were some like good photos of people like saving on their bills. They were smiling, right? So those are good ads. You know, you could use something like this, for example. All these things obviously have to be copyright free, and you have to be able to use them, but I'm just kind of giving you guys ideas for how you can go out there and do this, okay? So those would be just kind of examples here. Like I said, you probably want to like, you know, thumbnail this thing out and just come up with like red arrow, you know, something like this, right? And then like circle this, like red circle, boom. Okay. Then you can make these different colors to make sure everything's like on point, right? Maybe this is black now. Maybe this is black. Okay. So that's the idea. So now what I would do is I would, you know, download these once I was like, okay, these are the ones I'm using, and then those become your ads. Okay. So let's go back to our ads manager, and we're pretty much done once we upload this image here. So we're going to open the zip file, and then we're going to click on add image, and I'm just going to do one just so I don't have to re-upload all these. So let's say I like this one. Then I'm going to go to next, and then boom, there's your ad. And just like that, you have your ad, and there it would be, right? And then now what we're going to do is we're going to demo the system, right? You have to do some domain stuff. I don't want to get into that in this video because I'm giving you a lot of like how to do this stuff. So I'm going to demo this now, and then we're basically going to prove that it works. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go into this thing here, and I'll buy a little phone number here for demo purposes. So let's just do Los Angeles 1. So I'll buy this for you guys. The emails won't go through because I got a link, or maybe they will. Yeah, maybe they will. Let's see. They should work. Yeah. So everything should work now. So what I'm going to do is basically go through this. So I'm not going to link the domain because everything's pretty much ready to go. So we are going to click on this. And boom. So now we're going to delete all this stuff, get it out of the way, and basically click on launch. So we're going to go to website URL, and then this would be your ad, right? Assuming everything else is in line, you got the domain set up, you got your custom conversions and things like that. It'll take too much time to go into that. This is your ad. It's out into the world. And then from there, you know, you click publish, and now someone sees the ad. And so then someone sees the ad, and then they go to this link. So they go to the preview URL. So now if I type in, you know, this question, you know, do I own my own home? What type of home do you own? Is your credit score over 650? Let me pause this so I can put in my info. All right, and then there's my info, and then I click submit. And then basically I'm going to be redirected to the calendar. And then let me put in this info. All right, I book the appointment. And then I go to the thank you page, right? And now, so that's the lead journey, right? And you just added a ton of value doing that for your client, or if you're doing this for yourself, you've added a ton of value. Especially if you look at my other videos where you can disqualify those leads and stuff like that. And then now if we go to the contacts, you could see right there, here's the appointment. Here's the lead, which is me. And now here's the text. So if I pull up my phone right here, you'll see I just got a text. So it's, look, there's the lead, and then, yes, I am. Watch, it's going to come in right now. Oh, okay, boom. I just sent it. So yes, I said, yes, I am. Boom. And now I can engage with this lead. So I could say, you promise? Yes, dude. So now look at that. We just I can't believe I just gave all that away, honestly. Like I just showed you guys literally everything. I mean, the only way to make that system more valuable, right, is to refine your sales process, make the emails and the text better, more precise. But other than that, I mean, I literally just showed you how to build a system from scratch, which people literally will charge an insane amount of money for. And I just showed you how to do it so you can go out and get clients with it. So I think that's it in terms of what we built. You can see here on the sites and the surveys, you can see the submission. So everything's nice and clean. You can see the analyze all the surveys here. So when you have like more, you can see the amount of surveys you're getting. Contacts. So this is all been built right here from scratch, and we got our website, and we can see our stats as well. So there's the opt-in, there's all that stuff. So the only thing you need to do is just like link your domain here, and then do the Facebook aggregated event stuff. But hopefully this inspired you guys. This was a long training that I really hope provided a lot of value. Share it with a friend. This is literally a 6-figure opportunity. If you watch this video and implement it, you can go get clients. You can go, sell them services and literally like change your life. This is what changed my life. This is why I'm sharing it with you guys. I know that there's more than enough for everyone, and this is all available to you. So if you want to work with me directly with GoHighLevel, would love to have you as an affiliate. These are the types of things that I'll be continuing to give away on my channel here. And, anything that I create, right, resources, SOPs, some of the stuff I had pulled up, you guys get access to basically all that stuff if you're my affiliate. So if you want to start your own agency or SaaS business and you want help with that, feel free I can put a link to book a call, or people have been, messaging me on Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, if you want to connect about that, would love to do that. I think that's pretty much it in terms of partnering. I have kind of here, like these are the things I have here, courses. So all this stuff here. So I think you at this point see all the value I can add. So basically, yeah, if you want to join with GoHighLevel, you're looking for a trusted partner, then, I would totally recommend doing it. It's the absolute same cost as if you were to sign up directly on your own. And I obviously have, specialized knowledge in terms of, how to do this stuff. And I'm going to be making new content, new ad templates, new trainings, all these things to help you succeed. And if you're an agent or something like that, I can help you with these proven systems. And two, if you want to recruit or get more people to your EXP downline or things of that nature, this system gives you the ability to really, add value to your downline because you can leverage all this stuff that I've already got. So lastly, if you want to grow your own SaaS biz, let's partner. Here to serve, here to help. This was an insane video, in my opinion. Like it, share it, and hopefully it finds you well. Peace.